Shalom, everybody. It's good to see you all. I know it's been quite a few days since I've done my last live stream. Well, let me tell you what happened. I went out with my brother, and instead of saying, "Look, I don't feel well, maybe we can go out another time, right?" Nah, he gonna have me get in the car, cough all over me all the way to the place we were going together. And by that night, I was sick. So I was trying not to talk that much because it was really a bad sore throat what I had. So I said, maybe for the next day or so, I'll try to limit how much I'm doing a lot of speaking. Well, I was gonna wake up and do a live stream in the morning, and I woke up and everything, and I said, "Maybe I can do a live stream this morning." I haven't done one in a while, and I sneezed really hard, and my nose started bleeding. I was like, "What the hell is going on with me?" So, anyway, I don't know if I ever told y'all this. What As a child, I used to have quite a few nosebleeds, and the doctor had recommended, to my mom that, she have my nose cauterized. I don't know if any of you have ever gone through that. So anyway, the doctor came in. He had this long tube, and it was black, and it had a little light on the end. And what they do is they put it up your nose and it burns shut any open, blood vessels or veins you got up in there. It'll just kind of burn it shut. And he said, okay, you should not have any more nosebleeds. And I didn't, throughout my life. I might have had a random one here and there, and it usually would result from me having a cold or flu and blowing my nose so many times, but it was never that bad. But this morning, when I sneezed, oh my, I was like, what is going? I mean, it was a lot that came out of my nose. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I said, boy, that brought back a lot of not so good memories when I was a kid. But I am getting better though. I know it may seem hard to believe, but I am getting better. So, I do want to touch on, because some people have been reaching out to me. Um, the hair products that I have out now, I am adding to it. I'm just waiting. It just seems like the labels I ordered are just taking forever to get here. So I have the shampoo ready, I have the hair butter ready, and I got the conditioner part of the way, but I got probably half of those ready. And I spent part of my day doing brand new hairsprays. And I just want y'all to know what I use in the hairspray is aloe liquid. Aloe liquid has a 5-year shelf life. So I want you to know, no, you do not have to use it right away, but you really should use it, because then you can experience the hair growth. And a few people have already told me they see results already. One woman said her edges look like they're coming back, and that's wonderful. And it should work. Your hair is going to respond to the Heavenly Father's natural herbs. And I'm telling you, it's going to respond to those natural herbs better than anything you can buy out of a store and that was manufactured at a plant. And that is the truth. So let me move on to this. And I will mark it down here and there, I did $5 off, and people really did respond. So, every now and then periodically I will, bring the prices down so that it gives you a chance to, if you were thinking about buying one, you can buy more than one. Or maybe I'll do like a combo. If you buy like the spray and the oil, maybe you can get some percentage off. So I'm just thinking about a lot of things at this time. So if you were for 20 years, oh, I don't know. I mean, it does work for people with alopecia, or if you have like thinning hair on top. But if you're completely bald for 20 years, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work for that. I guess you can always try. I don't if I had a bald guy around me, I'd try it for you. I'd try it on him for you, but I don't have that around me. So if I can if I can find a bald-headed guy around me and I can test it on him, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. Please give me a one if you can see my screen. Thank you. All right. Now, I don't know if any of you heard this, but old bad salami here bought some steak in BuzzFeed not long ago, and he wants to downsize the staff. Can you imagine that? He's coming in the door trying to put a bunch of people out of work. And he wants to bring in more conservatives, and he's saying he wants to hire Candace Owens. But y'all, Candace Owens got a terrible track record. Everywhere she goes, she gets fired. Turning Point USA, PragerU, Daily Wire. She's been kicked out of every place that she was working for. So I guess Bad Salami can hire her if he wants, but chances are Candace is going to run her mouth and talk her way out of another job. This is Candace. This is Candace Owens. But this is what old Bad Salami is saying he wants to hire for BuzzFeed. So let's get into it, y'all. I guess these two are peas in the pod. So, BuzzFeed had a deep pocket investor, and now he is trying to take BuzzFeed because now Vivek is an investor. And he revealed last week that he now owns a little over 8% of BuzzFeed. And now he wants to go hard right on that platform for BuzzFeed. So now this is who he says he wants to hire. He wants to hire Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, citing a hit show called Hot Ones. Candace and Tucker? Hot Ones. Candace and Tucker Carlson, Hot Ones. This man don't have very good visions, does he? Woo. Okay. So don't be afraid to challenge your audiences. Bold, yes, but tough sell for employees as well as the human resources and legal departments. Owens left her former employer, the Daily Wire, who she says are still messing with her. Candace recently said that there are people, I guess, I don't know, maybe they were people that followed the Daily Wire. Well, since she left, these folks are still trying to harass Candace. Oh, well, I guess either Candace has learned a lesson. See, if she was smart, she would try to go it alone, see what she can do as far as building up an audience on her own. But Candace is the kind of person that's used to working for somebody. You know, she's never been on her own and she probably never will be. This is just her. So we know she got the boot from the Daily Wire after feuding with Ben Shapiro. And then we know Tucker Carlson lost his job with Fox News. And then there's the money problem to afford expensive hires. So, yeah, you can't offer them small incomes. So, the way old bad salami here wants to remedy this is by reducing the staff over the next 2 to 3 months. So that's how he wants to provide salaries to the Tucker Carlsons and Candace Owens by cutting jobs. So Ramaswamy also took the opportunity to trash BuzzFeed News, which does not exist anymore for its coverage, including publishing the Steele dossier, skeptical assessments of the Hunter Biden laptop scandal, takedown of Kevin Spacey. He suggested that the site issue an apology for failing in our obligation to tell you the truth to ensure that this does not happen again. Okay, so Vivek got a little over 8%, and he just sounded like he's just going to run things. So they said the CEO, Jonah Peretti, who owns 64% of the shares, and he founded the company, does not agree with Ramaswamy's vision. Based on the letter, you have some fundamental misunderstandings about the drivers of our business, the values of our audience, and the mission of our company. Quite politely, I'm very skeptical. It makes business sense to turn BuzzFeed into a creator platform for inflammatory political pundits. So the man that owns 64% of BuzzFeed does not agree with Vivek, which I think he's a fool. Why would you buy stake into a company and then you want to change the whole direction, and you have 8% and the person that has 64% is telling you no? So he's pretty much letting Vivek know he don't want Candace and Tucker Carlson types over there. But this is what he's trying to push. I don't know. You know, look, Candace and Vivek got a lot in common. They're both losers. He lost in running for the country, and Candace lost virtually every conservative job she ever had. She's lost every Can you imagine that? Everyone, maybe one here and there, but all of them? No, that's not good. I noticed something about Vivek. Now, first of all, when he was running for office, I don't know if any of you noticed, but I did. He was flashing that white power sign when he was on stage debating. And Vivek Ann Coulter said no. She, you flashing that sign. Ann Coulter said no. She said, no, you too damn brown. So anyway, one thing I noticed about him, he got that horseshoe hairline up front, you know? And I think he tries to hide it by growing his hair out on top, and he think if he just grows it out, it won't be so noticeable, but actually it is very noticeable. He looks like Mr. Potato Head. Know what I mean? No, you can't cover up that horseshoe, man. It is there. It is there. Mhm. You can flash that white power stuff all you want, and they still won't want you. What did those people tell your wife and when you lost? They said you were too brown and they thought you were a Muslim. That's what they told his wife. So you can flash that all you want, buddy. They still won't accept you. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. Maybe he can go bald one day, but he probably would look awful bald. You know, that bald look is black men put that on the map. That bald because black men were really the first to embrace it. When other cultures of men, they would not embrace their baldness. It was really the black man that taught men of other cultures to accept that bald head. Seriously, they made being bald fashionable. That's because black men, when they're bald, they do it with swag. He can be bald and still get all kinds of women. A black man can be bald and still have a bunch of women after him. Hmm. But it wasn't until they saw black men just embrace bald because black men weren't having a lot of complications in accepting that about themselves like these other group of men. You could tell they were insecure about it. They were very insecure. But the black men they were like, look, it is what it is. And they went out there sporting that bald head. They didn't care what nobody thought. And it wasn't until then that's when you start noticing all these other group of men. They're now walking around bald and not having an issue with it, but it was definitely the black man first. Mhm. So we'll see where he goes with this I own 8% of BuzzFeed and you need to hire Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson. We'll see how far he gets with that one. Mhm. Yeah. So y'all, I just wanted to come back and let you know what was going on. And I guess when my throat felt like a sword was in it, I just felt like silence might be the best remedy for that. And it definitely was. So we'll definitely come back. And plus, I got to do my live stream tomorrow with my members and my patrons. And that is still on for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. That's still on. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And we'll come together, tomorrow. I'll come up with a different topic and we'll come back and talk about it on the live. Shalom, family.